So somatic experiencing is the work of Peter Levine. It's something that he created as his life's work through from the 70s, but it's really gained popularity in the last 10 to 20 years. Somatic means the body, really, and often relates to the felt experience and the embodied experience of things. And I really like the fact, I think it's a very clever use of terminology to call it experiencing, because there are various forms of somatic therapies. Somatic experiencing is a very broad, the more one looks at it, the broader it becomes. And so it encompasses movement, but it is about what is the experience in the being. And it is not just a cognitive process, it's not a thinking process necessarily. Yes, thoughts might be an important part of it, but we're looking at emotions, we're looking at sensations, image impressions, physiology, very close tracking of the physiology. It even actually gets in Gestalt psychotherapy, they talk a lot about the field. And as an energy medicine practitioner, I've known for a long time that I can sort of sense a vibe in the room, and I can sometimes resonate and get into resonance with another person's nervous system while we're working together. And if we have this, it can be very useful to just track and say, I'm noticing something here. Wonder what is it that you're noticing? So as we slow things down, that's a big part of many forms of trauma therapy actually, but it is very important in somatic experiencing, is to slow things down. I like analogies, as many of you know, and I think it's like trying to catch the dominoes toppling, and if we can slow it down and see what the first domino is doing, we've got a chance that we can interrupt a default pathway that the individual may have had to take to cope during traumatic overwhelm. So their system wants to race away and go, here's this experience, this sensation, here's this image, my body couldn't cope with it then, and I shut it down by A, B, or C strategy. And there can be many ways we can scatter and dissociate the emotion from the sensation. We can speed up to try to get past it. We can do all manner of different things. And in processing trauma, we need to have integration. And to do that, if the event was too much in the first instance, simply reliving it could at best do nothing, and at worst make you worse, because you're re-traumatizing, and all you're doing is embedding the old pathway in the neural system. So neuroplasticity comes into this as well, that if we slow things down, find ways, so Peter uses tools like titration, which is one drop at a time, that comes from chemistry. You can neutralize things if you do it in a small enough way. Or my Coke bottle analogy, don't take the lid off the Coke bottle all at once, because it just makes a mess. So we just, there's a little piece. And can we support the system to be able to process that differently this time than you did the original time? And so then the body gets a chance to cope in a way that it once couldn't. And so then it doesn't stay stuck in the system. So it's altering the experience, and it's using the experience that we have and tracking it and being able to see how the body's been overwhelmed, and to help it to process that overwhelm within all of the systems, the energetic system, the emotional system, the neurological system, and shift that stuck traumatic event to allow it to reprocess. So as we say, trauma is in the body, and it is not in the experience, because we can't remove the experience from somebody's life, but how that experience can be processed within the body can be changed. We can't take anybody's traumatic experiences away, but we can help the body to deal with how that traumatic event now lives as part of our experience in life. So somatic experiencing is probably one of the main tools that I use. It's probably one of the most robust, tried and tested tools for dealing with trauma, particularly shock trauma and developmental trauma. Hi, I'm Roger. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.